In 1997, a wonderfully frustrating game called Diddy Kong Racing came out, and among the many things it introduced me to, such as fanboat racing and evil pig wizards, was this cute little bastard, Conker. Oh, he's so cute and sweet, not a total asshole at all, right? Right? No, wrong. He's bad. He's bad boy. When Rare initially started designing Conker's solo game in 1996, original designs provided a much more cutesy 3D platformer in the style of Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64, but then they realized, yeah, we did that already. That's nothing new to add to the conversation. Until then, artist Chris Seaver was like, hey, what if we made an adult-oriented take on the genre? Wouldn't that be something? He was promptly promoted to project lead because that's a pretty good idea. And it wasn't until 2001 when Conker's Bad Fur Day was released on the N64, near the end of the console's life cycle, but it still felt like a culmination of those years of counterculture that the 64 embodied. Even the ads for the game went a step further from the 90s fuck you mama dad style into some straight up bestiality. Just so you know, this was not your typical family friendly Rare experience. And it turns out that was a great idea because we're all absolute naughty degenerates. We all need a spanking. We're asking for one. Please.
You're disgusting. You're a disgusting human.
The game came out to incredible critical success. People loved the humor. They thought the gameplay was great. But that was in 2001. All right, shit that happened in 2001 does not matter. 9/11, forget. Oh, God. So come along with me while we ask Conker, is your Bad Fur Day nostalgia or not? So right off the bat, credit where credit is due, this game is absolutely hilarious, okay? The tale of the hungover squirrel just trying to get back home but being bothered by various assholes and their stupid missions would have been funny enough, but the raunchy and meta tone that this game takes elevates the humor into something that will have you laughing out loud multiple times. I think that's a high compliment for a video game. The game is constantly poking fun at itself and the genre, making fun of NPCs that only exist to open doors, or using a missing table leg as the Panther King's absurd justification for tracking you down. Everything in this game is basically done with a joke behind it, and that's not such a bad thing, alright? I'm not going to sit here and pretend that feeding cows prune juice until they shit their guts out, and then having a dung beetle roll me up a little poop boulder isn't pure comedy. And the fact that there's a poop theme song on top of all that, what do you want? That's the goods, all right? That is the delicious chocolate filling in this perfect punny pie.
Eat my shit.
And I love how the game uses cutesy character design reminiscent of Rare's previous work and then brutally dismembers all of them just to really get that shock value out of you. It really just feels a lot like Happy Tree Friends, honestly. Now, does the story make any sense? No, not at all. It doesn't, no, not even in the slightest, okay? It is just a series of funny situations that then just delves into full-on squirrel spoofs of Saving Private Ryan, Aliens, and The Matrix, just to name a few. That turn didn't make a ton of sense narratively. However, if you're looking to the game where a squirrel is bouncing on a flower's big titties to make sense with their story, I do have a message for you.
Stop it. Get some help.
While occasionally the game's humor does rely too much on cute animals cursing, and that can get grating, and at times the gore is just gratuitous. All in all, I'd say that, the spoofs, the humor, that just holds up pretty well. And plus visually, it's held up much better than other N64 games. The textures are good, the environments look great, they're distinct, you're going into a new level each time, that's impressive. Plus, I love that the hub world is so efficiently laid out that you're not spending a lot of time wandering around trying to figure out where to go. You just know, okay, here's the next open portion, and it pushes the player along nicely. It doesn't waste your time. I appreciate that. However, this is a video game. You play it, and if it doesn't handle well, then it can handle these nuts on the way to the garbage can, which is coincidentally where I'd be putting Conker, because this game plays like absolute ass. Conker handles like he's drunk when he has been blazing beers to piss on various enemies, okay? He's not particularly fast. His attack animation takes way too long to cool down his bananas. That swimming underwater flashlight level is a nightmare. It's gonna haunt me until I'm dead. Also, the minute-to-minute gameplay of Conker just isn't interesting. Conker doesn't do anything to make movement fun, and therefore all of the platforming sections fall flat. You're really doing simple, menial tasks to get to another funny cutscene. That's the game's biggest problem, because if the jokes aren't landing, there's no other reason to be playing it. Nothing about the gameplay is revolutionary or particularly pleasing, or even slightly holds up to the test of time. It does not. The tasks are very boring, and while the idea of getting drunk and pissing on a boulder to turn it into a paperweight is really funny, having to go through Conker's drunk to sober cycle more than once or twice is immediately going to it is immediately going to suck the fun out of that situation, and leave you feeling frustrated by the slow and sloppy controls. Plus, the game takes a really shitty gameplay turn halfway through where they give you a shotgun, and now you have to rely on this game's terrible aiming mechanics. They're so floaty and imprecise that now I have to do a shooter with those types of controls.
I'm not being overdramatic when I say that I would rather sit naked on a hot grill.
So when it comes to the question of nostalgia or not, Conker's Bad Fur Day is absolutely nostalgia. Oh my god. Sure, the humor might still work, and it is a pop culture time capsule with its lovingly curated movie spoofs. However, the minute-to-minute gameplay will immediately show its age to anyone who picks up the controller, and this bitch ain't no spring chicken, alright? This chicken has crossed the road multiple times and been hit by a truck literally every time, and just bounced into the front of your house. Do it a favor, bury it in the back, okay? It's had a long life, it's done. It doesn't need this shit anymore.
Oh my god, kill me.
If you feel the need to experience Conker and see the humor without feeling like you're having a stroke, just go find a playthrough on YouTube and watch that. Find a streamer who's going to stream it, watch that. Save yourself the medical bills. You're worth that, okay? Take care of yourself. Guys, that's it. That's the whole video. Thanks for watching. I've got another video filmed already, so I'm working on that one next. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think about Conker or the video, or if there's another game that you think I should see, if it's nostalgia or not. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to put in the work for you, all right? I will do that for you. Guys, take care of those sweet baby angel buds. I'll see you back here next time, okay? Mwah! Happy Halloween! Just kidding, I should see you before Halloween again, because I want to be productive, but I know I'm also lazy. We'll see.